here's 5 features that this 2004 SL has that were actually pretty advanced for its time. In my last video, I talked about some of the problems that a car of this age had. Even though I bought this car with 45,000 miles, some items like the tires, seals, and hydraulics were showing signs of major wear. So here are some of the things that are surprising to find on a car of this age. First thing you'll notice is actually these little buttons on the door handles of the car. Yeah, that's actually used to lock the car. And like any other keyless entry system, all you have to do is put your hand on the handle and it'll automatically unlock. Another cool option this car has is push to start right on the gear lever. Now, like I said, this is an option on this car, so not every SL is going to have this. Put your foot on the brake and hold down the button and it'll fire right up. Now, a third feature this car has, and which is probably my favorite, is the Panoramic Moonroof. This was also an option on this car and cost $2,000 when it was new. Now, since this is a hardtop convertible, the Panoramic Moonroof does not actually open, but if you ever want the sun to not beam down on you while you're driving, it does have a sunshade that you can pull closed. A fourth feature is very interesting to me, and I think it's something that's only used on German cars. So take a look at this climate control over here and it looks pretty normal, but then you see this button called rest. I found out it's used to blow warm air into the cabin after the engine is turned off for an additional 30 minutes. Now, another interesting thing is I found out that these storage compartments like this and the center console actually have little vents inside of them that blow cool air into them constantly when the climate control is on. Now, the last feature of this car is going to be more comfort than anything because this is a Grand Tourer, and that's that it actually has heated, ventilated, and massaging seats. And that's for when you can go on a long drive and say, "Oh," no matter how far your destination is. Pretty crazy to have on a car from 2004, I think. With a car like this, I could go on forever with all of its features. It's meant to be comfortable, but sporty, packed with amenities, and elegant. I think it's all of these traits combined that brought me to this car specifically. Something that I could drive daily, yet still with enough practicality to get around while being stylish. Hope you've enjoyed this brief overview of some of the highlights that make this car what it is.